Good Shabbos from Temple Shir Shalom in our homes as we continue to broadcast our services, our Shabbat morning services from our homes instead of being at Temple as we still battle as a community with coronavirus and COVID-19. And so as we do on all of our services, we've got the prayer book posted on our YouTube page. So you can go to YouTube and type in Temple Shir Shalom if you're not watching the service there and look under the resources page and you'll be able to find our Shabbat morning service and be able to follow along there as well. Always nice to get to know who's a part of our community, whether it's online or in person. And so if you're with us this morning, take a moment to say hello. Put it in the chat, make a comment, say Shabbat Shalom, welcome others, and let us know that you're here as well. For those that are wearing a talis, we invite you to join with us in sharing the blessing, saying the blessing, thanking God for commanding us to wear the garment of our responsibility. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lihitatef b'tzitzit. We continue with our service on page 63 as we read responsively Psalm 92. It is good to give thanks to God, to sing praises to your name.
To tell of your love in the morning, and to sing of your faithfulness at night.
Playing with an instrument of 10 strings, sounding the lute and stroking the harp.
Your works have made me rejoice, and your glories move me to sing.
How profound are your works, O God! How profound your design!
The insensitive will never appreciate your creations, nor will the fool understand life's meaning.
The wicked may flourish like grass, and the evil may multiply, but they are all doomed to failure.
But you, O Eternal, shall exalt forever. All shall proclaim that Adonai is just.
Let every living being bless your name, and let every spirit glorify our God forever. Throughout all time, we will have no ruler but you, our God. You guide the world with love and teach each of your creations with care and kindness. You neither slumber nor sleep. You cause the speechless to utter words and the wrongly imprisoned to go free. You support the fallen, heal the sick, and raise up the lonely. To you alone do we give thanks. And this is our tradition on these Shabbat services. If you find it more comfortable to remain in whatever position you're in instead of standing or seated, as we do that, feel free to do that. But if you'd like to follow the tradition, please feel free to rise with us on page 65 for our call to worship.
Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu, Melech HaOlam, Yotzer Or U'Borei Choshech, Oseh Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Melech haolam, Yotzer or u'borei choshech, Oseh shalom u'borei et hakol. Shema Yisrael, Adonai בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם. בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
These enduring words have been a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Faith and choice bring understanding to the soul and sensitivity to the heart. In all times and places, our God has been a part of our lives. Our faith has been our rock and our help. We watched God's wonders when we went free from Egypt. When slavery's chains were broken, we witnessed it. May those who have the faith to believe also have the wisdom to be kind. O God, in whom we have all hope, we glorify your name now as our people have praised you throughout history.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופדי חינומך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
In preparation for the Amidah, we rise together and take a moment for our own private meditations, either following the words of our prayer book on page 70 or the prayers within our own hearts. Please pray silently.
לרצון עם הרפי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי אגיד תהילתך. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי ידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל.
We sanctify your name on earth, even as your holiness is proclaimed in the heavens above and throughout time and space. In the words of the prophet Isaiah, we say, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The fullness of the whole earth is God's glory.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzebaot, Melech ol haaretz, Kavodo, Baruch kavod Adonai, mimakomo, Yimloch Adonai leolam, Elohayich Tzion, L'dor v'dor, Alleluia.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed is Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Our God and God of our ancestors, accept our rest as a sacrifice of time and space. Let us share in your world by celebrating creation day by day. Purify our hearts so that we might be honest and upright, forgiving and compassionate. Blessed are you, O God of truth, who helps us to make the Sabbath a part of our life and our heritage of joy. Look with favor, O God, upon your people Israel and receive our prayers with love. May it be your will to accept our worship and our deeds. Blessed are you, who alone we serve in reverence. Eternal source of good, we thank you for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses and the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Help us, O God, to work for a just and compassionate society where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom. For all of this, your name shall be blessed and praised forever.
וישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם יספרו בליבם גמתו וחשבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת.
Those who keep the Sabbath and call it a delight shall rejoice in your majesty. All who hallow the seventh day shall find happiness in your goodness. This day is Israel's festival of the Spirit, sanctified and blessed by you, the most precious of days, a symbol of the joy of creation.
Sing, 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 shalom, sing, 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 shalom, sing, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la. Oh, sing, 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 shalom, sing, 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 shalom, sing, 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 shalom, tova uveracha.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country, that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Blessed is the eternal God, the source of peace. We continue beyond our own private prayers and meditations to think of those members of our community who are in need of healing. We recite the words of Mishaberach Lecholim, asking God to look after them, to grant them a refuah shlema, healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel, hu yavarech et hacholim. Merciful God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, send your blessings to our loved ones who are stricken with illness or anxiety. To Alyssa Ayudo, Eugene Blakeman, Joel Bussell, Pat Carey, Karen Kasman, Patty Seresny, Bill Cooperstock, Lisa Dorff, Ezra Chaim Ben Devora, Miriam Farber, Gary Fishman, Paul Fulton, Adele Gaba Band, Howard Goldberg, Paul Goldberg, Dr. Barbara Goldman, Sylvia Goldman, Batia Batbeshia Panina, Charles Gross, Andrew Halo, Crystal Halo, Hank Heiser, Vera Hopkins Gordon, Rebecca Horn, Sarah Jacobson, Serafina Coffrin, Rick Kornspan, Yvonne Krasny, Marta Lazar, Henry Leopold, Nina Livieva, Zoe Marcus, Beth Margolin, Florence Mars, Scott Miles, Rabbi Robert Nosenchuk, Eric Perez, Leslie Pillings, Miriam Leah Batdanel Esther, Sarah Pomerantz, Jean Richmond, Alan Rosen, the St. Amand family, Erna Schoen, Amy Selmanoff, Suzanne Zalesnik Smith, Fran Sunny, Chaim Shmuel Ben Noach, Kochav Ben Noach, Sherry Weiner. All those battling the coronavirus both at home and in the hospitals, the 20,095 American troops who have been injured in Iraq and Afghanistan to date, as well as all the names in our hearts. May God grant them a refuah shlema, a complete healing of mind, of body, and of spirit.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say
In addition to our prayers of healing, we also add a special prayer for the healers. Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu. Our God, God who blessed our ancestors, bless all those who put themselves at risk to care for the sick, physicians and nurses and orderlies, technicians and home health aides, EMTs and pharmacists, hospital social workers, respiratory therapists, and mental health professionals. And bless those who continue to go above and beyond, those working daily in our grocery stores, those who drive medical supplies to our homes, those delivering necessities to our families, cooking meals for so many, everyone who puts the needs of others above their own, navigating the unfolding dangers of the world each day, tending to those they have sworn to help. Bless them in their coming home and bless them in their going out. Ease their fear, sustain them. Source of all breath, healer of all beings, protect them and restore their hope. Strengthen them that they may bring strength. Keep them in health that they may bring health. Help them know again a time when they can create breath without fear. Bless the sacred work of their hands, and may this plague pass from among us speedily and in our days. And we continue as we rise together for our concluding prayers, for our adoration, Leilenu on page 91.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם בגורלנו, שכל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Grief sometimes seems so unfair. If we let a loss embitter our souls, our hearts will never heal. Only faith and trust lighten our load. Grief is part of life's lesson when it makes us want to be whole again. Somehow, when we are hurt by sadness, we understand that helping others is how we heal. We, more than someone who has been untouched by life and death, understand that silence can sometimes be acceptable. We who have been crippled by loss appreciate how a word can help make a difference in another's life. When we do the best we can for the world around us, we celebrate life and sanctify the lives of those we love. And so on this Shabbat, we take a moment to think of those friends and family who have been taken from us in these most recent days, whose Shiva, Shloshim, and Shana we mark. Loretta Ziegelman, Charlotte Merritt, Evelyn Soroka, Manuel Sklar, Rayshard Brooks, Laverne Cleary, Robert Rubin, Marion Popper, Rose Estelle Kogan, Benedetta Vella, Tim Thomas, Laura Roth, Stephen Averbuck, Susan Averbuck, and the 2,420 Americans in our armed forces lost in Afghanistan and the surrounding areas to date. And to their names, we add those whose yahrzeits we mark, those of whose anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Abraham Adelson, Minnie Nathanson Adelson, Samuel Baum, Louis Bellett, Esther Berkowitz, Mo Bershad, Sidney Blackman, Rose Blau, David Buckfire, Charles Cohen, Mary Evelyn Cohen, Nathan Coleman, Cal DeRoven, Marcia Diskin, Raymond Dobrinsky, Seymour Faber, Ann Feldman, Robert Fisher, Abe Friedman, Harold Ira Gatch, Jackie Gage, Charlotte Gertner, Edward Glick, Bobby Goldberg, Maxine Goldberg, Estelle Goldsmith, Lawrence Gunlack, Edgar Hartman, Pearl Harold, Dr. Sidney Hillenberg, Sally Hindley, Lillian Hirsch, Earl Simon Hordies, Abe Ingber, Deborah Jo Jacobs, Gerald Kanarick, Eileen Carson, Max Keene, Malcolm Kurepa, Albert Lenzer, Marilyn Lipman, Timothy Lund, Morris Lurie, Nan Mainwold, Bernard Margolis, Abraham Meadow, Ella Meisner, Judith Carol Mendelson, Michael Allen Myers, Shirley Bertha Mills, Max Nyman, Judith Owen Stern, Lev Pevsner, Leslie Mark Pines, Samuel Rosenthal, Joseph Roth, Vera Rosenberg, Charles Rubin, Phyllis Schwartz, Rose Ginsburg Sherman, Esther Shumshinov, Bernard Sloan, Hyman Solomon, Beatrice Stillman, Michael Lee Stockler, David Weinstein, Sadie Weissman, Benjamin Wenson, Elie Wiesel, Elaine Wolf, Benjamin Zager, Helen Zoya, along with all the names in our hearts and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Do we join together in the immortal words of the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 96 in our prayer books. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'amad divrach chirtei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyomachon uv'chei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kedusha richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Chushbachata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Huya say shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all the bereaved among us here and everywhere. As together we say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mramav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbos.
Quick announcements before we join together on our Kiddush with Cantor. One, just a reminder. One, happy, 4th of July as well. And tonight we'll be celebrating our 4th of July Havdalah, so feel free to tune in at 7:30 or sometime afterwards to our YouTube channels or our Facebook page to end Shabbat with us. We will be having another drive-in Shabbat, I believe, this upcoming Friday night. So we had our first one last night. Very exciting. Hopefully this upcoming Friday, the sun will be a little less hot for us because it was a warm one, but a very nice one. And we look forward to doing that again. And so we just ask people to RSVP online or by calling the office sometime this week to let us know that you'll be joining us. That helps us make sure that we have the right numbers and planning everything. On Monday morning, we have our Monday morning musings with Rabbi Mike. On Tuesday, we have our final class of round 2 of Travel to Israel, live from Israel with Benny Levin and his team. We'll be doing a graffiti tour of Tel Aviv, which should be interesting. Both of those there's no charge for those for Temple members. And so if you're interested in logging on or getting information about that, feel free to contact us. On Wednesday night, we have our third monthly trivia night. So it should be a lot of fun, some great trivia questions. I'll give you a clue for those people who are with us today. You'll now have the answer. One of the answers for that evening will be the letter X. So you now have one of the answers that's worth a couple points, and we hope you'll join us for that. It should be a lot of fun as we do that as well. I think those were the announcements. And so for those of you that are going to be joining us for Tish, that started 3 minutes ago. I'm a little bit late. Sorry for those people that are watching. I'll be there momentarily. And we join together with Cantor, sanctifying this special day of Shabbat with the words of Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Say Adonai oz le'emo yitain. May God bless you with strength. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless all of us here and everywhere with peace.